Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel Tutor Things. Today in this video we are going to see all about what is like Angular and what is meant by AngularJS. So one of my subscribers or so many subscribers asked me to do tutorials on Angular, so I started Angular tutorials. So in this video I'm gonna cover up all about what is the definition, basic Angular means and AngularJS means. So all these things I'm going to cover in this video. So don't skip this video till and watch every part of it so that you will never miss any minute point also. And subscribe to my channel for many more videos like this. I will gonna upload Angular related things for this month. So don't want to miss any video of ours. You have to subscribe our channel and have to click the bell icon so that you will get notified each time when we upload a new video. So let's get started. Let's know about Angular and Angular JS. So firstly, I want to tell you about Angular JS. So what is Angular JS means? Angular JS is one such concept which is a framework. Just Angular is nothing but a JavaScript framework. So JavaScript binding framework we call it as, like, it helps to bind what means HTML UI and JavaScript model. So from the server side, how data we are getting to the browser or client side means in the form of JavaScript notation, right? We know JSON format. So whatever the model, JavaScript model we are getting from the server side, we have to map it or bind it to the view, either maybe HTML view or what. So we have to bind that model to the view. That is the concept whatever we have, right? Normal framework means. So by using JavaScript, we are binding this JavaScript model and view HTML. So that is nothing that can be done by using this AngularJS. Okay, this is a JavaScript. AngularJS is matlab JavaScript binding framework which binds the HTML UI and the JavaScript model. We have object models like a student model, like we generally do models, right? I think everyone know about this object model. So binding that to the UI can be done by using JavaScript binding framework. Then that is nothing but AngularJS. To understand this concept much, I want to explain in a brief manner. Like, for example, if your view is a HTML page you have, so and you have a model object that is coming from database. I have a one model. So how products model I have, for example, some cost and image of the product. So everything, some object is there. How I want to bind that to the HTML view. So for that we should have to know an intermediate framework, right? So that is a view model we call it as. So that view model or binding framework we call here is an Angular. So Angular, some people call this as a view model, Angular model, or Angular, or MVVM, like a view model. So model view model. So between we have view model like us. So next, we some people call it as the MVC of JS, like Angular JS is also known as MVC of JS. MVC is, we know, model view controller. So that can be done by the use of JS. Then it is called as a MVC of JS, and MVP of JS, like model view presenter like this. So MVC or MVP or MVVM, like view model. So all this together can, they also called as a MVW. That means model view, whatever that may be, controller, presenter, or view model. The between the thing can be anything, like view model. Either with the help of view model we can combine this model and view, and by using the controllers we can combine by using the presenters and whatever. So we call it as a MVW in general. So this is nothing but a Angular JS. So we have different names for that. So how that can be done? So binding can be done in the Word format by using what? So coming to Angular or AngularJS, it extends the HTML attributes. No need of such a new concept. We have HTML attributes with the extended format, like derivatives will be there here in the Angular to do that binding and those things, and binding data to HTML with expressions. So attributes can be done by using directives, and the binding of data of HTML can be done by using the expressions. We have some expressions in AngularJS. By using that we can bind. So in the coming videos we will definitely make videos on how to do in a practical way all these things. Next we have Can also call this AngularJS as a single page application. So what is meant by single page application? We are also making planning a video to make on that, and we'll make a video on what is SPA, like single page application. Angular is a single page application. That is nothing but normally when an application loads the main UI, everything will be loaded, right? So entire UI will be loaded. Unless like that, in a contrast, a single page application is one. The needed UI is only not loaded on the page on demand. So that can be done by using the process called routing in the Angular. So routing is nothing but we can navigate to the desired UI. Okay, in the Angular application from one screen to other screen, like we can navigate by using of simple collection of URLs where the particular component to load. So likewise DOM architecture, but on the demand the particular UI will be loaded. This is the concept of SPA. So single page application, Angular is a single page application. I will definitely make a video on that single page application. What is meant by single page application? What are the examples, live examples we have? So I will make video on that. So the concept of routing we can implement or build SPA in Angular single page applications. And next, it helps you to reduce the effort of writing lengthy lines of codes for binding purpose. We have so much of lengthy codes if you use other frameworks like this. So it helps to reduce the effort which you can do while writing code for binding. Okay, and it's also help a lot with other features also we have in this Angular, just like HTTP and dependency injection will be there. By using constructor we can do achieve the dependency injection and input output, because of which we don't need other frameworks like for these kindness we know into other frameworks. In inbuilt only in Angular we have all these things. So this is all about AngularJS. So how many people may get confused like what is AngularJS and Angular? So most of the things are similar in Angular and AngularJS. The old version of Angular we call it as AngularJS. So whereas the new version of this Angular JavaScript framework we call it as an Angular. So after previously we have Angular other version. So we have Angular JS, which is a JavaScript type. Okay, and now we have after JS we have Angular 2, and then afterwards we have Angular 4. Likewise we have, and now present we have up to Angular 12. We are going to make tutorials on in the coming videos, and we have Angular 14 as a recent one. So likewise so many versions has came into existence after AngularJS. So Angular difference between Angular and AngularJS is so many things have changed in when compared to AngularJS to Angular. Maybe in the different scenarios also. Whereas Angular is a platform and framework, we have already make a video on what is meant by platform and framework. I will give you the links in the description. You can go through and understand what is meant by platform and framework and library, those differences. Basically, Angular is a JavaScript framework for building single page applications like using HTML and TypeScript. I told you, single page application is only gives a particular UI which calls by the components which you need on demand. We can give the single page application. So single UI. Next, Angular is written in TypeScript, whereas AngularJS is a JavaScript type. So slightly some coding differences will be there in JavaScript and TypeScript, and also it implements the core and optional functionalities as a set of TypeScript libraries that you can import from into this application by using import statements. Likewise, so you can go through that video like library versus platform versus framework, like you will got to know. And we will definitely make a video on difference between TypeScript and JavaScript also, so that you will got to know how TypeScript is different from JavaScript. So there are so much differences between those things. So we can call it as AngularJS is also different from Angular because it is using JavaScript, and here Angular is using TypeScript. So these are the things which I want to mention here, and I will make video on the differences between Angular and AngularJS also, like what are the things differ here and there. So likewise, and so all about the Angular and AngularJS. I think everyone got clear clarity about what is Angular and what is AngularJS. It's basically a binding JavaScript framework, either by using JavaScript or TypeScript. The thing which we are doing by using Angular is same. So some functionality may differ. So that's all for this video. If you like this video, give a big thumbs up below and share this video to your friends and colleagues who don't know about what exactly Angular is. And if you have any suggestions for us, feel free to comment in the comment section, and we'll definitely take your suggestions and we'll try to improve ourselves. So that's all.